Hello and welcome, Aries, to your March Zodiac wheel reading. Thank you so much, Arians, for joining me. Now I'll just focus here for you, Aries, and thank Great Spirit, angels and guides for your guidance and loving messages for Aries, for their highest good and for the good of all concerned. Here in March we have the equinox, autumn here in the southern hemisphere and spring in the northern hemisphere. It's the equal of dark and light. So at this point we are at a gateway. So turn to look at everything that you've been through and everything it took to get you here. Then bless it all. Bless all that it took to get you here. Then walk through the gateway now. Because the collective has been through an awful lot over the last 12 months. And everybody deserves a big pat on the back for dealing with it as well as what so many have. And here's the beginning of your pat on the back, Aries, the Eight of Cups, beautiful, venturing out into the world, and an emotional cleansing that is long overdue. That's a very good sign, Aries, for you. And this is also in the area of what motivates you and your soul's deeper intention here in the first house. Your rising sign represents that. And with Aries, it's often a case of, you know, well, if nobody's going to listen to me, I'll do it myself if I have to. It's the I am sign. And a very happy birthday to the March born Aries, as well as those born in the first half of April. This is your personal new year here. So you can set your intentions for the year ahead as well. Okay, so here we have Temperance. Now, there is a need to meet some deadlines with this. And it's also letting you know something is going to be revealed to you. Something that you possibly may feel that there's been some sort of untruth, and that there is that need there within you, Aries, to expose that untruth, to actually have the truth told, whether it's someone over exaggerating, making out something that happened involving you to be more than what it was, or you realizing that something isn't what you thought it was. Okay? Because this is in the area of your resources. This is your support system to survive, your family dynamics. Alright? Could even be something to do with your family tree. Maybe there's a secret from centuries ago that nobody knew about that's going to be revealed. That kind of thing. Now, this is all about movement. There's a lot of movement being shown here for you, especially with this, in this area of short journeys. So there's change, excitement, adventure, possibly even a vacation. You may find that you're a bit hard to pin down, or others will find you a bit hard to pin down. So that's good signs there, especially with what's going on in the world. There's a couple of signs already showing that there's movement outwards. So small, slow steps, of course. Rushing out and getting back into the nitty-gritty of things isn't really conducive to the healing that we're all experiencing on planet Earth at the moment. And we all do need that kind of healing as well. Now, this is beautiful. 10 of Cups. Your home, your family, your land, your property, all under a very positive sky with the 10 of Cups, all full of your efforts, your hopes, your ideas, your wishes, your dreams, your love, your emotions are under a very positive influence. And this here is in the area of the roots of your foundation. It's also how you see yourself. So you're actually seeing yourself here as being relatively content, finding contentment in your own lifestyle, in your own home, in your own country, because so many of us are in our own country, our country of origin, and really in many ways having an opportunity here to rediscover our own country and what makes it tick, and enjoying the beauty that each country has to offer. The Page of Wands is letting you know that everything is new and fresh, and you can let your hair down a little bit, especially in this 5th house area of fun. The fun house, pleasure, your children, where you find your joy, how you give your love. It's also an area that does represent good fortune, and there is opportunity for growth here with the page showing there, and that creative streak as well, creative spark even. So you really may not be so keen to move out of your little haven that you've created for yourself through all these restrictions and lockdowns, because it's showing that you've found your muse in a way. You found that creative spark, and you want to really keep that going here through March. Definitely keeping it going. The Wheel of Fortune, this is a really good sign of good luck and fate and destiny. Okay, it is the season of change with the autumn equinox and the spring equinox in the northern hemisphere, autumn equinox in the southern hemisphere. And this Wheel of Fortune is about life being in constant motion and a turn for the better, because new doors are opening. And you could find yourself at the right place at the right time. It is here influencing your health, your food, working conditions and karmic debt, pets, in-laws, brother or sister-in-laws. And it's the mind, the body and the well-being. And it is about service and volunteering. So it also is to do with public health. So there's a very conscious view coming from you about your own health and well-being and that of others, and wanting to help and serve, which is I feel one of the strongest drives this year from people out really banding together to help those that have suffered the most, whether it's due to the illness or from losing their work, maybe losing their home, that kind of thing. And this is sort of showing me already that there's a lot of drive here from the Aries element, the fire element, to really push that forward and get in there and get that happening. And you don't really need others to join you, Aries, because you know you'll do it yourself if you have to. So it's just a wonderful energy showing up here in your cards. Now, this is also a movement. Here we have whirlwind changes in connection with business partnerships, groups, the public, aunties, uncles, marriage. This is the area of the wheel where there's balance and harmony, where you like to try and get the balance and harmony. Now, whether it's because you've got to do some legal contracts or legal affairs, or you're really taking a strong international interest in what's going on around the world. Again, trust your own instincts. Don't just take whatever is on our social media or mainstream media as gospel. We've got to feel this out for ourselves. But this is letting you know that, you know, if you come up against a media person or people, that you are a fast talker, you'll get, you might get a bit churned up, but this is letting you know that you'll be darting in and darting out. So there could also be a lot of that, like really rushing from here and there. It's also an element of the duo, the Gemini energy. The Knight of Swords represents Gemini energy, and Gemini energy is strong here through March as well. So that's the twins. So you may be dealing with two people, whether it's in business or personal relationships or contracts, legal dealings. Two people being emphasised there. Two sides to every story, the dark and the light. Four of Pentacles. Now this is one where you really are not willing to take any risks and looking at it from every angle. Also indicates a lot of working long hours. So for those of you looking for work or wanting to get you know, more shifts, this is letting you know it's coming. Okay? And you are quite concerned here with making more money. It's showing more interested in making more money than saving it, but you're not interested in getting involved in any risky contracts. Now, to really move forward as quickly as what this Knight of Swords would like you to, this card is saying to you that you might be holding on to old baggage from the past, which could be holding you back. To move through that and let go of that old baggage, turn and count your blessings. Know that situations always improve, and believe in what you've achieved so far. Because we can all be very proud of ourselves and very grateful really that we're here, we're the souls that are alive at this time of great transformation and change on our beautiful planet Earth. Now, and this is in the area of finances as well, and it's to do with other people's resources, and it's also about inheritances, new beginnings, it's about renewal, taxes, insurances, corporations. So there's some real movement taking place in this area, dealing with other people, to do with work and to do with earning money. So that's a really good sign there for you. The Six of Cups, fond memories of the past, looking at the good things that have happened in your life. So raising your vibrational frequency by doing that. It also indicates someone from the past that you can reminisce about the good old days and go on a little bit of a magic carpet ride with them, or renew old ties. Now, this is in your area of the 9th house, which for you, Aries, is about expanding your horizons and seeking wisdom for yourself through spiritual, mental and physical explorations. It also governs the law, religion, foreign affairs, the press, and flight to foreign lands and cultures. So I do feel that even though with that Six of Cups there, it's showing that you may still have to stay domestic. For those of you that are intrepid travellers, there may still be a bit of a hold on that, but this is showing moving around domestically, and news or memories of fond places. And I do feel that it's quite good to, you know, that's what we take all the photos for, and that's why, you know, we have our photo albums and things like that, so we can look back on where we've been and what we've done. And I think this will fill you with a lot of joy here to be able to do that and just reflect and reminisce about those wonderful memories, Aries. Okay, for those of you that are yet to travel far and wide, you could also still enjoy looking at photos and imagining, using your imagination to really enjoy places that you want to visit, even documentaries of people travelling. You know, you got Joanna Lumley and those sort of people that have little travel documentaries to places that are, you know, mysterious and wonderful and full of history and beautiful nature. That kind of thing can also help raise your vibrations. There is a reason to celebrate here with the Three of Cups. I love seeing that, especially here in the zenith of the wheel. So you could actually be really in your Zen energy, Aries, with this Three of Cups. And this is coming forth in the next few weeks or months, and it is about forming close bonds, good times with partners and close friends, family or professional associates. So, and there could be a joyful occasion or a reason to plan a party here to do with your reputation, your achievements, promotions. This is how you view the outside world. This is what you're coming to, a place of where your social status fits in. It also governs this area of the wheel governs governments itself. So we could actually be seeing the governments being very generous and helping. Hello, hello. About time, I hear. I can hear it. Okay, so then in your hopes and wishes, the manifestation area, the future area of your wheel, you've got the Three of Pentacles. So that's two threes together. Now, threes are about growth and expansion. They're the fruits of any partnership, whether it be friendship or business. So there's going to be some fruit ripening on the bough. And we've got when three agree, so shall it be. And I do find that to be a very true metaphor. I know you need 12 for a jury, but if three people agree on something, it's usually, you know, you're tapping in to like the Akashic records, or tapping into listening to your spirit guides. So this is about your creative talents, advance in your career. You are off to a really good start with honouring your chosen craft, because I do feel that there is something here that through March you want to get off the ground, and you've found that creative spark. So tackle things one step at a time, especially with dealing with the outside world, because this is showing that, you know, you've been nice and safe in your home, or that feeling of finding that safe place. So even if you haven't had the safest time, and you've been feeling worried about that, this Ten of Cups down here is letting you know that you're on the road to finding that. You're releasing yourself from whatever it is that may have been causing you to falter, or holding it up. So this is about you manifesting a dream. So this is where you're going. This is what's coming out of this for you. And it's going to give you a lot of strength. And your inner strength here is being shown as being very strong here through March, especially seeing as it's in the 12th house, which is about what's hidden and what's behind the scenes. So just because you can't see it and touch it at the moment doesn't mean it's not there. There's something going on behind the scenes, whether it be in yourself, in your subconscious, or something that is not being presented to you yet, but it is going to bring celebration and advancement. And it's going to really tickle that creative spark in you that you've been trying to work on. And you've got the Wheel of Fortune moving you forward as well. The wheel is having its turn, the constant cycle of change. So you're searching for self-renewal, and the strength is there for you to do that, Aries. For you to achieve that, you've got the courage, you've got the inner strength. You're not letting your fears devour you. You're not going to be giving up. You're conscious of, or will be becoming conscious of, your personal achievements. And this is also a card of winning a competition. Now, this could be that you're going to be feeling very competitive, which isn't unlikely here through March, with Mars moving into Gemini. But it's also, you know, not resting on, you know, well, I might win lotto so I don't have to do anything. You're not resting on that, because you're using your own courage and your own inner strength. And you're not sabotaging yourself either with strength here, which is really good. Because, you know, we kick ourselves when we sabotage ourselves, don't we? We really sort of like, I knew I shouldn't have done that, or I knew that I shouldn't have said that. Too late now, it's done and it's said. You have to forgive yourself or forgive others. And now I'll just ask the Guardian Angel cards, what is your Guardian Angel for you to turn to and ask for help, and who is your Guardian Angel that's with you here through March for Aries? Oops. Very appropriate with Mars in Gemini as well. The Angel of Learn. Things that you can learn, that you're still yet to learn. As long as we are always learning, and learning by our mistakes, learning by our experiences, learning by our observation, we are constantly in a state of feeling alive. And your number is 19. So that is a significant number there for you, Aries. Okay, so now I'll ask for the angel answers, and seeing you've really only got one hiccup here with Temperance being a bit about deadlines, so there is that sense of needing to rush and something being revealed that is not really what you want to hear or you want exposed. I'll ask the angels for their message for you. For your resources and your support systems. Okay. So, the message is no. So whatever is being revealed to you, so if someone's lying to you, Aries, and you know that it's an untruth, you have to say no. So there's that message of, if you really don't want to do something, or you feel someone stepping over your boundaries, in a calm, quiet voice, you say no. Alrighty? Okay, so beautiful cards there for you, Aries. Things are really moving. Wonderful. Oh, a bit of a bang on, bit of a shudder there. I don't know what that was. Okay, so to start here for you, for the month of March, we'll be starting off with the Sun here in this 12th house. Now that's interesting because the Strength card is ruled by Leo, sign Leo, and the Sun, of course, is the ruler of Leo. So for the first half of the month, you've really got the Sun spotlighting this area of clairvoyance, past life, karma, retreat. It's the clandestine area. Clandestine, something that's you keep to yourself, something only you know about. Now the Sun represents your conscious mind, your ego, and it's about confidence. Okay? And it's also about heart energy and being authentic. And then Uranus here is still in Taurus, and Uranus is in the second house. So this is where you can get some surprises, but you're switched on mentally. This is where you could find that you're not tolerating untruths. So people may find you a little bit unpredictable here. Finances can be unpredictable. This is about your resources. It's also rules the throat, the second house area. Now, there is a square to Uranus from Saturn on the 17th. So you're in a situation where your future does depend on successfully breaking old ties, even if it does mean alienating somebody. So that's probably why this no. You've got to actually say no to this person who is being untruthful or being unauthentic. And you'll be learning lessons from the past that will serve you well. And difficulties here also in making decisions and unexpected change with that Uranus energy there. Now Mars on the 4th of March, 3rd or 4th, depending on where you are in the world, Mars is moving into Gemini. So this is the 3rd house. So Mars in Gemini from the 4th of March will be highlighting education, communication, information, learning, probably two things at once with the Gemini area. And it's exercise here with the Mars energy, exercise of two things, the body and the mind. And on the 8th, so I hope you've got your journals, Aries, on the 8th Mars trines Saturn in Aquarius, and that will sort of be in effect up until the mid-April, and it will be having you asserting yourself dutifully. Use your energy efficiently and don't expect the impossible for those that may be under your supervision. You'll be able to exercise exceptional managerial skills, and people will be actively seeking your advice. Now, you may find yourself more attracted to those with well-defined goals, and there's a sense of satisfaction of a job well done with the Saturn trine Mars energy. So getting a lot of things done really well here. And the Mars also will be sextiling Chiron. So it also speaks of a time of healing any rifts and being more directive with your energy, more positive energy, trying to really use your energy on a more positive level. Now the full moon here in the 7th house, the full moon is on the 29th of March, and it's culminating here in the 7th house in Libra. So focus will be on your marriage and pursuit of a partner for those of you that are single, socialising and enjoying artistic pursuits. This is a good time around the 29th of March to seek out peace and harmony, or try and make some peace if there's been any sort of altercations or upheavals. And Pluto here in your 10th house. Pluto is still in Capricorn, so there's still big karmic transformations and releases taking place in your career, your reputation, and your social status. Saturn is here in the 11th house, and it is about caution, realism. It can represent a bit of hardship, but with that Three of Pentacles there, I feel that you're really buckling down and taking one step at a time and making necessary judgments and staying positive. And the Three of Pentacles is the resources or the prosperity that you need if you keep your focus and your intentions on having the ability to receive easily and effortlessly. So use those affirmations. I receive prosperity easily and effortlessly. You will reap the rewards of the lessons of Saturn there in the 11th house in Aquarius. The timing, father of time is Saturn. The time's right from here on in. And Jupiter is the Lord of Abundance. Now it's still in Aquarius as well. Okay? It's moved a bit away from Saturn. So it's sort of operating with its own style of magic. And it's about prosperity, generosity, good fortune, moral ethics and issues, long distance travelling. For those that want to get something published, this is a good planet influencing publishing, and excellent for legal outcomes or legal issues as well. Okay, so that is also there in the area of what you can manifest and keeping your focus positive as you can. Now the moon on the 9th of March will also be here in Aquarius, so that is a time to really focus on some of those positive projects you've got some wonderful ideas about here through March. And it is also about a desire for excitement, which I think everybody can relate to, because we've all had to sort of keep it so mellow. And even though mellow is good in a lot of ways, we still need something that uplifts us and gets our adrenaline running a bit. So that desire for excitement, it is wonderful, but just avoid accidents. Just make sure that you're not making any sudden moves and tripping over something, that kind of thing. The moon in Aquarius on the 9th. But it also will be highlighting your friendship groups and groups that you belong to and the group dynamic. Now then, on the 12th of March, the new moon will be moving into Pisces. So this is a good time to set your intentions, 12th, 13th, depending on where you are on the planet. So set your intentions of what you would like to achieve for the month ahead, or indeed for the year ahead. And take time to rest and pay attention to the subtle areas of what you'd like to achieve. Creativity, spirituality, trust your intuition with the new moon in Pisces. Okay? Now then, also here in the 11th house is Mercury. Mercury is also in Aquarius. So we still have a little bit of a, you know, we've got, from the 9th, we've got 4 planets all activating this 11th house again for you. So your friendship group is really highlighted here, or group dynamics is really highlighted. And then we've got the Sun, Moon and Venus and Neptune all going into this 12th house area. So again, from the 12th onwards, here we are with 4 planets all highlighting that clandestine area, the karmic area. So keeping that focus really strong on positive outcomes, not really contemplating on how you're going to get there, just see everything that you are hoping for yourself and for the good of others, all working out to the most positive, highest good for all. Okay, Aries. So it's a very exciting month here. We've got some great things moving in the right direction here through March. So I'm quite excited for you. So now I will just ask for your Akashic Records confirmation card for the month of March for Aries. Alright, so you have the key. You've got the One of Keys. So you've got the key to this. Maybe that's something that's going to be revealed through these 2 areas for you, through your group dynamics, your hopes and wishes, and your ability to really tune into the universe. Your antennas are well and truly up here in March with all this Piscean energy, Venus, Neptune, the Sun, and the Moon. Now Venus will be in Pisces from the 25th of February. Mercury is in Aquarius until the 16th of March, and then Mercury also will be joining in here on the 16th of March. So trust your intuition, trust that psychic side of yourself. So with this architect, the One of Keys, you can see that he's making plans there, and he's pointing to something. So with the Akashic Records, we look at what area he's pointing to, and he's pointing directly over here to the area of partnerships. Okay, where you've got something sudden, and the timing of 2 or 2 people, 2 sides to everything, 2 contracts, that kind of thing. Things coming in 2s. So the message is, on a mundane level, you could find yourself involved in building a project or renovating or redecorating your home, could even be your workplace. More important is the time for you to step into a position of power. Now, in order to do that, you must recognise your own talents and strength, as well as your authority to take charge. An opportunity beckons that utilises your skills perfectly. Feel the command you have over the great scope of this situation and take charge. Okay, so you may have to take charge of something, but just be careful of those under your supervision. Don't expect the impossible out of them. But I do feel that, you know, with that Pluto there as well in that 12th house area for you, Aries, it really is a case of your career really changing up. And you've been wanting this, so it's really going to start showing you the sign of and the path. And I feel that's really opening up for you here through March, Aries. So thank you so much for joining me. And please click that like button, share with your friends. To any new viewers, thank you so much. Also, join us and click on the subscribe button so you don't miss any future updates. Sending out many blessings of peace and love to you all. Namaste.